Peace, family. Peace and love I send to you. Because to me, those are the two highest vibrations you can be in. To be at peace is to trust, know, or don't care about what happens. And to just be in a state of stillness, knowing that you don't have to worry about anything. You're at peace. You know that you're taken care of. You know that you're provided for, protected, all that good stuff. I send you love because there's not enough of it. There's enough of people thinking that they love, thinking that they know what love is, thinking that what we were taught and shown that love was accurate, and it wasn't. And I most definitely send you power for this journey. We all need it to stay confident, to stay encouraged, to stay motivated, especially to keep doing the things of high, on high, with so much going on down here. I feel like this is healing one-on-one for all of us. And I realize that so many people need healing just as much as I realize so many people run from it, refuse to do the work. And I do know one reason why, because it's not easy, because I have done it and it's not easy. And if you don't have that power for the journey of healing, a lot of people, they maneuver, they turn around. They don't actually complete that journey, which is never complete. I always say healing because it's a process. The process don't end while we're down here. I know that people need healing. I know that people are running from their healing. I've done it. I still continue to see people do it. And I know that it's difficult, but it's like if we do not heal, nothing changes. I was reading this quote and I felt it in my spirit, and it encouraged me on my journey. And it said, when a woman heals herself, she heals, I think it was like her grandmother or great grandmother. Follow me. Generations back, her ancestors, her bloodline, her lineage. That's what I was saying. The quote was saying. She also heals her granddaughter. That means generations forward. So it's like if we don't heal, nothing changes. If you don't heal, everything your ancestors went through before you is not healed. And if it's not healed and it continues to run through that lineage and that bloodline, you're going to produce children that are not healed, and the cycle continues. Do we really not know that many of us, I said that people don't want to heal, people running from it, right? And I said that it's hard because I know that. You got many people running from their healing, but they expect kids to be healed. They expect their kids to be healed when they did the same thing their ancestors did to them. And the cycle continued. And then it's that same thing, because I hear the elders, the older ones, speaking on the youth, like pointing the finger, like you don't get it. Because I always say this, you can say what you want to say. I promise you, you are a product of your environment, your family, and all those people who raised you. So it's like, why they talking at you? I feel the youth. I get it. Because it's like they would not be behaving the way they behave and going through the things they went through if something had changed before them. Just like even in my generation, we wouldn't be enduring things or wouldn't have had to go through things to pass it down to the youth if it was healed before us. Family, I hope you following me, because as long as No one heals and fingers continue to get pointed at each side. If you're pointing fingers, talking at them, and you're not trying to help them, and you feel like they lost, you are adding to the problem. If you don't want to heal yourself, because you really can't help until you heal yourself, because you won't be leading them the right way anyway. If you don't want to heal, you're a part of the problem. Things got to change, but they won't change until you heal certain things that you thought was good for everybody. But it wasn't. And I don't care what nobody say, but we see it when we look at our youth as a whole right now. Obviously, something was broken somewhere. And I know it's true because you still got older people, because it ain't just the youth. Why people want to always point their finger at them. Where did they learn it from? You still have older generations of people that the only thing changed was their age. Some of them behave in ways where I would expect for the younger generation to do it. But then as a whole, everybody wants to point their finger at the younger generation. When truth be told, they're the ones with hope. Because I had a conversation with somebody the other day, and we were talking about something similar. And I said, you know why I love working with kids? First of all, because it's my purpose. It's a part of my purpose and my destiny. But I said, because it's always hope with them. I don't care what nobody say. I said, because think about it. When we get grown, you can't tell us nothing, right? They was like, yeah. I said, exactly. Because I've been there. I said, but children, minors, most of the time are still able to be positively influenced. And I personally hate it when people give up on children or just act like there's no hope with them. I'm like, no, ain't no hope with the damn grown folks. Because like I said, I see some of them where nothing changed but their age. Like, it's people that don't want to heal. I get that it's painful. I get that some of us have past that we don't want to look back to. We want to look past it. But that's the only way you can heal. That's the only way you can heal. And I'm going to keep talking about healing because that's what I'm being inspired and ushered to do. But because it's the truth. If you understand that quote, when you heal yourself, you do heal generations before you. You allow your ancestors to really rest in peace and power. Because they, even if it's things that they couldn't complete, you complete them. So something new can be started. And we see that has not been happening because it's too many youth that are in too many situations that they shouldn't be in. Young people. But all people want to do is talk at them and point the finger and act like they don't know why they behave the way they behave. Because at the end of the day, you did something to influence it or you did nothing to influence it. That means you didn't do anything to help them, which is the same thing as hurting them. And it's complicated and it's difficult because I'm telling you, you have older generations of people that don't want to heal from stuff. Even if you just break it down to families, if you see a person in the family trying to heal certain things, something as simple but as powerful is maybe saying we should eat better. And that will help to cure some of these diseases in our bloodline, because most of the stuff you have that they say is hereditary, no, it's passed down. If everybody had high blood pressure because of the way they ate, you gonna have it too if you eat the same way. But then you have people that even want to challenge you and wanted to change that. So maybe if you start eating right, your kids start eating right, and they feed their kids right. However we see right. Anything that keeps you out of disease and you in wellness is right. Whatever worked for you is right. But when you think about even healing certain things like that, and you still have people challenging it, because that's how we've always did it. But I've already said, we've been doing things so long just because it's been done that way and it ain't worked yet. You still got people that don't want to change. But like I said, nothing is going to change until people as a whole heal. You can't heal if you keep running away from the things you need to heal from, even if it's just your mindset, how you view things. You got some people that they complain because all they do is complain about every single thing in their life. So there's no way they can be happy for nobody. There's no way they can love, forgive, or none of this stuff that's required for you to heal. Because all this required for you to heal, baby. You got to love. You got to know how to love yourself. You got to know how to forgive yourself before you can even forgive other people that have wronged you. And we know there's been a lot of wrongdoings, especially with my people in general. It's like we like to forget things and don't see why we really be repeating things. Because it's easy, I guess. But I just feel like at this point, like, no healing, no change. Like, if everybody did the same thing, and even if you thought it was cool for 100 years and you figured out 100 years later that, hey, we was all doing it, because traditions are really just habits, generational things, that's all they are. But we didn't realize this is what kept happening when we did that. Maybe we should do something different. And once you do that, I'm telling you, you will see how small changes occur. And it trickles down to where we wouldn't see our youth having so many issues right now, because they are. And I don't care, because I put my own self out there. If your children, any youth that's closely tied to you and your family or whatever, if it's something going on with them and you know it and it's still going on with them and you ain't tried to intervene, you are part of the problem. Not to say that you got to put your cape on because you aren't supposed to save nobody but yourself. But even if you can plant a seed and try to inspire somebody to do better and still allow them to make their choice, I always tell people the children are the most hopeful ones. They listening to you even when you think they're not listening. I know that as a parent, and my own grown child tells me that to this day. Not only does he tell me that, it shows me that he listened. His life is a reflection that he listened to me. I'm just grateful I learned how to heal so I could tell him something positive. Because you have a lot, I keep saying that you have a lot of adults, you have a lot of elders and even older ones and even elders that do not want to heal. And I'm telling you, as a therapist and personally in my family, you don't know how many youth come to me saying they don't want to listen. They don't want to hear anything. They just want me to do this and they want me to do that. They don't care about how I feel. But then as soon as I do something bad, they down my throat. You got some adults that are so set in their ways and they don't want to heal. It's like they affecting the youth and they don't realize it's like hurt people hurt people. You hurt and you don't know how to get out of what you're enduring, or you have endured all of these years, and you really won't let them be great because they could be. If we just learn how to heal enough for them to be great, even if we feel like it's too late. Maybe some people feel like it's too late for them. It ain't never too late to heal, because listen, if you ain't loving, you hating. Period. And it starts with yourself. If you don't love yourself, you hate yourself, it's going to trickle to everything and everybody outside of you. So I don't care who you are as a person, and then everybody just attached to you, what you think you feeding into them, especially if you're a parent or grandparent or somebody like that, right? And if you have tried, because all you can do is try, I commend you. I applaud you. So there's still no excuses. And the reason I say children are hopeful and influential and we should always be there for them, because, you know, they say if you're a minor, you're not responsible for yourself, right? So why you got people that don't even raise them? Wasn't responsible for the babies when they was supposed to be responsible, and then they get grown or of a certain age and start having certain experiences and behaviors, and you acting like you ain't a part of the problem. If they having a problem, we all having a problem. It's about healing, family. It really ain't about nothing else. I personally don't never feel like it's too late. I also feel for certain that it takes a village. If I didn't truly know that and walk in that, because I've always known it's been my purpose to work with children and youth, I would have never been a teacher or a child and family therapist if I didn't truly believe that it took a village. It's time to heal, family. I come in peace. I leave you all with love and most definitely power for the journey. Namaste, family.